The one and only. Welcome back to the show. We love you. They love you, clearly. We love you, too. Welcome back, and thank you for being here. I also want to thank you. I always bring it up, but you were my first guest ever on Late Night. And I'll never forget that you did that, and you've been very great to us and loyal. We appreciate you coming back. The first time we did a bit together was back in 2000 on Weekend Update. Look at this, me and you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So we've been doing bits for 25 years. And then we ended up doing Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary together. Here's us in the Debbie Downer sketch with Ayo Edebiri, Drew Barrymore, you and Rachel Dratch, Debbie Downer. Did you get nervous when you're doing that live? You didn't seem nervous.
No, I mean, it's fun, and doing SNL, you have to do it so you don't have time to think. So you're forced to say, look, I'll just enjoy it, go with it, and even if I make a mistake, it's okay.
Yeah. When did you realize that you were funny?
Well, even when my mother told me I was funny when I was a kid.
So that's about when you knew.
That was it.
Yeah. Was it like Midnight Run or something? What was the first?
Midnight Run was. I read the script. I said, "This is great. I'd love to do it. It'd be a lot of fun," and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I guess that's the first, other than King of Comedy, the first movie comedy, whatever.
Yeah. Did you approach it the same way you approach drama?
In some ways, it's the same. I mean, the thing is, even with the Debbie Downer thing, if you don't, I mean, I laughed during rehearsal because it was very funny, and watching her, she was great.
Yeah.
But then when you do it, you got to do it straight because the humor is how serious you are.
Yeah. That'll get the laugh.
That's the thing that
if you play the straight man, yeah. Like here's you and Ben Stiller here. This lie detector test that you did in the film was not in the original script.
No. It was a. I had some friends who were in the CIA, and they told me they had to go through the lie, the lie detector thing, and how uncomfortable it made them feel. And so I said, well, I would understand, of course it would be, but them telling me somehow just made an impact on me. And I thought, well, what about if we do that in the movie to Jay Roach? And they liked it, so.
And it became a classic scene, yeah. I know you guys just had a reunion at the Tribeca Festival this past weekend. Congrats, by the way, the Tribeca Festival, by the way. It's going on now. Get tickets at tribecafilm.com. But this is going on for 24 years.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. Congratulations. That's amazing. And so now there's talk of you're doing another Meet the Parents, or you and Ben Stiller are signed on to do another Meet the Parents, which we're all psyched about. And rumor is that Ariana Grande is going to be in the film as well.
That's true. That's right.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you know Ariana?
No, but I did SNL with her years ago, 7, 8 years ago. I can't remember. And I met her. I didn't do something with her, but she was on the same show.
Yeah. And
we talked, and I introduced her. One of my kids wanted to meet her, so set that up and to meet her.
Yeah, that's it. You definitely do. That'll be great together. You also, if you go to this festival, which, by the way, I think I was at the first one with you. We might have done a bit together, but you and Jane Rosenthal put on this giant festival. It's so great for the city, and thank you so much for doing what you're doing. There's also talk of, you were talking about Casino, which has been out. How many years has Casino been out? This is 30th anniversary of Casino. Look at this guy. Come on. Yeah. So you're talking about this, and you talk with Scorsese, and you've done, I think, 8 films with Martin Scorsese. 10 films with him? What was the best one he ever directed you in, do you think? Was the best direction?
They were always terrific. I always had good times with Marty. He just has a special way of working that makes it easy, and not afraid to take a chance or try something, and if it doesn't work, or he cuts it out or whatever. It's always been great. Yeah. I wish we could do a few more together. Hopefully, at least 1, maybe 2. Who knows? But
yeah, you got it.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we also our audience really want to know if tonight, if they're watching, they want to go to bed after our show. Midnight, 12:30. they want to watch a Robert De Niro movie. What movie should they watch? And I thought this could be kind of interesting if we go through all of your movies.
Sure.
And you just select and help the audience decide what Robert De Niro movie they should watch tonight.
Okay.
All right, you ready for this? Yeah. All right, out of these two, Dirty Grandpa or Goodfellas? They're all good. They're all good films.
You're asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes.
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you.
They're two different.
Yeah, thanks for laughing.
It's,
Which one? What do you think?
you're asking the audience?
No,
You're
I'm asking
me?
you.
No.
I know. You got to choose. There's going to be more than these.
Well, it depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know, Goodfellas is a mob movie.
Yep.
That's I don't know.
All right, so let's say Goodfellas. So for this round, Goodfellas makes the round. Okay, Goodfellas in. Now, this is a toughie. This is a toughie. Taxi Driver or Raging Bull?
I don't know. I don't know.
You have to make a decision. This is
You mean what I would recommend?
yeah,
for them?
to the audience watching tonight.
Well, I'd probably have to take a kind of a consensus and ask.
Oh my God! We don't have time. We don't have time to take a consensus of the audience. How about this? Someone who's just how about someone who's brand new to Robert De Niro? They don't know Robert De Niro. Which one should they?
Well, I'd have to know what kind of person they are.
They're a nice person. Really into. They're into cinema. They love good cinema.
Oh, God. Well, they're both. I don't want to say 'cause I'm in it, but they're.
Yes, they're both really good. Yes. We have to choose one. We're at the.
I mean, I know that if I was mad at one of my kids, I could threaten them with showing them Cape Fear.
No, but that's not one of the
If
movies.
they don't behave.
This is Raging Bull and Taxi. That movie's not on the list. So this is.
I don't know.
These are the two. We get to choose one. They're all great, and everyone wins.
Can you do a double bill like they used to do?
No.
in my time?
They can only. Because then we're going to narrow it down further from these two.
Oh, God.
This was your first debut, right?
That's
the big
what-
one.
yeah.
So let's just say Taxi Driver. Okay.
Okay.
Is this right? All right, here we go. We got Meet the Parents versus Casino. This is tough.
Yeah, they're two different types of films.
But yet we can only choose one to enjoy this evening with you. Oh yeah, maybe they're watching it with you. How about that? We change the contest.
No, that'd make me feel worse.
All right, so let's not do that. Sorry. So they're not watching with you, but they're thinking of you.
Well, Meet the Parents is a comedy, and Casino
Yes, I understand.
is more
Casino's
of a
not a
drama.
comedy. Yeah. But you have to pick one of these.
There's funny stuff in in Casino, but Meet the Parents is a comedy. I don't know. I'd ask the people, well, do you want to see a comedy or a serious movie, if you will?
All right, so
drama?
what do we think? Just saying Casino. Here we go. All right, Casino. Here we go. That makes it into the final round. We're almost done. You're great at this game. You're really good at this game. Here we go. We have The Irishman, which I loved, or The Godfather Part 2.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe a double bill again.
no, you got it.
I don't know. I'm not going to.
Godfather 2? Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
But now we're down to, the game continues, weirdly. We're down to 4 movies. Okay, so here's the first matchup. These are all, you have so many great movies. You know, I can't play this game with my movies, because I only have one movie. All right, here we go. We have Goodfellas versus Taxi Driver. Audience? Casino or Godfather Part 2? for Godfather Part 2. The winner, Goodfellas! Come on! Thank you so much for playing. You're fantastic at that game. Robert De Niro, everybody. The Tribeca Festival is running through June 15th. You can get tickets at TribecaFilm.com. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around.